Right, welcome back to Smithy's over 100 golf courses in a year. Today it's Friday the 22nd of July. This is going to be course number 114 this year. And this is the Belfry Brabazon course where they played the Ryder Cup. I'm playing in the Mizuno Pairs event today here, so that means I can't film while I'm playing. So be out round this morning and then I'll give my views later on. Let's go and see what it's got. Ladies and gentlemen, it's course number 114 of 2022. It's the Belfry, the Brabazon course, home of the Ryder Cup. On the tee, the man who could never make the Ryder Cup in a month of Sundays. He could never make even an open competition in a month of Sundays the way he's playing. From Kirkintilloch in Scotland, Smithy. This is first at the Belfry, 369 yards, par 4. Straight down, and there's a hell of a lot of bunkers on the right hand side and just the one big one on the left. Second at the Belfry, 321 yards. Again, a plethora of bunkers, it's a good word for it. Straight down, and then it's going to slightly dogleg to the left. That's a look in at the second green at Belfry. Again, a huge big bunker on the right hand side, little ditch in front of the green as well. Third at Belfry, first at par 5s, 501 yards. It's going to straight up, then you're doglegging to the left, and I'm sure there's a big body of water up in the left hand side, first of many of bodies of water. And this is a look up the fairway at the par 5 third. You see a lot of water everywhere on the left, wee bit of water on the right, and fairway straight up there. And that's a view closer to the green at the third. So the fairway's out to the right hand side round there. That's a look from the back of the third green at the Belfry. Really challenging hole, this par 5. See water everywhere, you have to take it on at some point. So look down the fourth, 389 yards. Belfry, water on the right hand side. And a good few bunkers again, creeping back into play. Honestly, I wouldn't shut up about bunkers in this course because there's tons of them. So I look down the fifth at the Belfry, 359 yards, par 4. A lot of bunkers down near the green. Water on the left, water on the right, and it kind of zigzags down. I was going to say a tough hole, but they all are. It's a really good hole, this one, the sixth. I think it's 385 yards. Water all down the left, playing out to the right, and then it's the green. If you're Bryson DeChambeau again, you can go for it. You've got to really push it out to the right hand side if you're playing safe. It's a closer look once you come up the sixth fairway, if you manage to avoid the water. If you don't go far enough to the right, you've still got to come across the water again. Well, you really got to take it on at some point once again. Seventh hole at the Belfry, first of only 3 par 3s. 156 yards, loads of water. Bunkers either side, again not easy. As you see, we've got a big crowd of spectators, lots and lots of geese. They're in the bunkers, they're in the water. They're avoiding the green though, for the moment. That's the 8th hole at the Belfry, 409 yards, stroke index 1. Some bunkers on the right hand side, water on the left, and tough as old boots it is. Let's look in at the green at the 8th. From the trees, and I go along there and along the left hand side of the fairway, another pond. I just come to the end of the first half at the Belfry, a 9th hole, 402 yards. Ditch in front, and then bunker, rising up to the green, clubhouse at the back, but there's a big body of water to the right hand side of the green, so you get a narrow approach. This is the 10th at the Belfry. This is the iconic hole from a Ryder Cup, 284 yards. You can go for the biggie across the water into that green away in the corner, or you can do what I did, play safe down the left hand side and then shove your chip into the water instead. That's a look from behind the 10th at the Belfry. That's a really difficult shot in here because there's hardly any green to play with. You've got to come across the water. Now if you go too far, you've got all these big bunkers. Although it's only 284 yards, tough hole. This is the 11th at Belfry, 372 yards, par 4. Kind of an anticlimax after playing the 10th. I see straight down, but I'm not quite sure whether it doglegs to the right or not. There's the usual bunkers. And this is a look down to the green at the 11th. Double level green. One of the easier holes I found this morning. Well, when I say easier, one of the less difficult. A look at the 12th at the Belfry, 179 yards, par 3. Slight wind against and a great big pond sitting in front of it. That's a tough hole today. Yeah, I've ended up in the water today this morning. That's a look down the 13th at Belfry, 350 yards. Looks as if it's going to dogleg right, I can't remember from this morning. Hole 14 at the Belfry, last of the 3 par 3s. 166 yards, bunker guarding the green. Well, several big bunkers guarding the green. I put mine just to the bottom right hand side down the slope. Lovely chip up, easy part. It's not often I said that this morning. 15th at the Belfry, par 5, 488 yards. Up over a crest if you can squeeze in between the bunkers. It's going to go down, then there's another ditch just where my shot was just about heading for, and then it rises up to the green. This is it when you come over the hill, looking down to the 15th. That's the ditch in front there, and then again numerous bunkers up guarding the green. 16th at the Belfry, 371 yards, par 4. Straight down, avoid the bunkers on the right, bunkers on the left, and then it's a dogleg to the left slightly. Let's have a look at the green in 16. So that bunker there just guards the entrance into it. And again, the pin's sitting in a bad position right behind that other bunker there. We'll go for a really tough finish at the Belfry, 17 and 18. When I say really tough, I mean the whole course is really tough. 530 yards, par 5, dogleg round to the right. Bunker trapping the way up there, well, a few of them. Come round the dogleg in the 17th, and it's still a long way up. Usual bunker sitting in the way, and slightly rising up the hill towards the house there. Here it is, we've reached the other iconic hole from the Ryder Cup, the 18th at the Belfry. There's a pond to cross first of all, depending how much you take it on, and then it's going to dogleg left, and then there's that huge big lake sitting in front of the green. I can remember from the Ryder Cup. Well, this is the 18th at the Belfry. Finished there this morning. I'll just get a wee glimpse of that's the famous lake. Green up there, and then it's quite an iconic clubhouse as well. Huge. What do I think of the course? A very American type with lots of water, lots of bunkers. Course is in fantastic condition. 2 real standout holes for me are playing the 10th, which is the 2 iconic ones, the 10th and this one, the 18th. Managed to sail one over the water onto the green today, but that was after I put my first ball into the first body of water. But yeah, it's great fun to play those shots that you've seen on TV in the past. The course for me, it's really tough. If you can't hit the ball too far to take on the greens are so well protected by either bits of water, bunkers, so it's very hard to go for it. Quite often, like somebody like me, you're laying up. Such a tough course. In fact, I'd probably go and say that's the hardest course I've played. And it's going to be hard whatever level you're at. Yeah, it's set up beautifully. What am I going to give it? It'll have to be a 9 for me. As I said, it's it's not a traditional one, which I prefer. But yeah, 9 out of 10. So that's all from the Belfry, the Brabazon course. Thank you very much. Good night.